The CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick joins us live from Sault Ste. Marie, where she has been speaking with more voters. The Sault is a steel town where the steel industry is the backbone of the local economy. But there are many issues that are top of mind for voters there. Megan, what are people saying about the election and what's important to them?
Yeah, I'm hearing about a range of issues, Andrew. Top of mind for a lot of voters I'm talking to is what's going on with the United States right over there. That bridge behind me connects Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario to Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. And so that issue is top of mind for voters. This morning I was at a restaurant called Absolutely Delicious, and it's housed within an apartment building for Canadian veterans that's operated by the local Legion branch here. And there I met a voter, a 102-year-old voter named Ken Ansitz, and he is a World War II veteran, and he does plan on voting. He is a loyal conservative voter, he told me. So we discussed the election and politics with him, and he was there with his family, some of whom share slightly different opinions than their father. So they surely have some interesting political discussions. And we also talked to the head of that Legion branch, Pierre Breckenridge, who talked about wanting to hear from the party leaders about what they will do to support veterans and their families. The Legion's nonpartisan. They don't take a political position, but he was talking to me about the needs of veterans in Canada and ensuring that they are met. Another issue that I've been hearing about, Andrew, is the issue of intimate partner violence. I met up with Renee Buxall, who is co-founder of a group called Angie's Angels, and it was founded in honor of Angie Sweeney, who was killed here in Sault Ste. Marie in 2023. It was a case of intimate partner violence, and her loved ones started this group as a way to raise awareness of that issue and to lobby the federal government for changes to the criminal justice system. And Renee and the others in the group, they've met with political leaders, including former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, as well as NDP leader Jagmeet Singh in the past. And earlier this month, Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre came to Sault Ste. Marie. Renee went to his rally and pushed her way through the crowd to have a chance to speak with him, and she did, telling him about their group and some of the things that they want to see changed. And Pierre Poilievre has made a platform announcement about intimate partner violence, so Renee has been happy to hear about that. It did put the issue on the radar briefly during the campaign, but she feels like it's falling off the radar again, and she says it shouldn't, that this issue needs to have more attention. Here's some of what she told me.
I would definitely say it has been overshadowed in this election, but I think it shouldn't be, because it's one issue that we can all address, that it shouldn't be a political stance, right? It's the safety of our women and our children, and I think that should create all parties to come together and work together on that issue. It's nothing that should be up for debate. Our safety matters, right? So I don't think it's a debatable issue.
So it shouldn't be a partisan issue, she said. So that is an issue that's important to her as a voter, Andrew. And otherwise, as I mentioned, the steel industry here is so critical. So for a lot of people, the trade war is an issue top of mind for them. That is what I heard a lot about last night when I was at an all-candidates meeting here in Sault Ste. Marie. It was hosted by the local Chamber of Commerce. Party candidates were there from the NDP, the Green, the Christian Heritage Party, as well as the Liberal Party. The Conservative Party candidate didn't attend. There was a lot of discussion about what their parties intended to do to handle that trade war, how to attract more investment to Sault Ste. Marie, how to support workers who might be impacted by the tariff war. I did speak this morning on the phone with the head of the local union that represents steel workers at Algoma. He told me to date there have been no layoffs, but that is the concern, that those might be headed to Sault Ste. Marie. They're watching closely what's happening in other sectors like the auto sector, and so there is concern about what might be on the horizon in terms of the impact of the tariffs that are currently in place on the steel industry here in Sault Ste. Marie. Here's a little bit more of what I've been hearing from some voters here in this city.
As seniors and on a fixed income, we're really worried about the economy, and we have money invested, and actually we're afraid to look. We don't want to know what's happening. We just have hopes that things are going to get sorted out.
Well, the environment, I think we shouldn't lose sight of that as we move forward. And I think that will come with time. I think looking at green energy and opportunities for economic development around that, I think that's an important thing as well.
There's a lot of nervousness and anxiety around the business community and just people as a whole. We're seeing layoffs in other sectors across Canada right now, and we're just really trying to prepare for the worst.
That last gentleman there is president of the local Chamber of Commerce and a small business owner himself. He mentioned crime as an issue as well that's important to him, Andrew. And some of the other voters I was talking to at the restaurant this morning, again, the economy top of mind for them. One gentleman saying he's planning on voting Conservative. He thinks they will handle the economy better than the Liberals. And someone he was dining with telling me the opposite, that they intend to vote for the Liberals. I also met a woman at the restaurant this morning who was talking about the relationship between Canada and the U.S. And she was talking about how she used to cross that bridge behind me all the time to go shopping or for entertainment. And she is among those Canadians that's now boycotting the United States. And she said this whole issue is influencing her vote in this federal election. She also let me know that coming up 2 days before the election, on April 26th, people here in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario and Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, plan on holding what they're calling an elbows up rally. And we've seen this happening in the Windsor-Detroit area a few weeks ago, a solidarity rally between the two sides of the border. So she let me know that that's going to be coming up just before the election. But certainly a sense of patriotism is being felt by her, she said, that she'd never felt before. So some really interesting perspectives here in Sault Ste. Marie. And again, a range of issues that are on the minds of voters here, just like they are across the country.
Megan, thank you. The CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick live in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.